Welcome to the Marketing Smarts live show by Marketing Profs and the Marketing Smarts podcast, where we dive into B2B news, resources, valuable guest content, and much, much more each and every week. Hey, if you're a B2B marketer looking for a place to learn, keep up to date, and have some fun along the way, because I'm a little bit of a goofy nerd, grab a beverage, a notepad, or at least some style of writing utensil, and welcome to the show. That's right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to all my Marketing Smarts Live viewers today. I'm excited to bring you yet another episode of the Marketing Smarts Live show. This week's topic is LinkedIn ads, myths, hurdles, and strategies B2B marketers need to know. That's you. So if you're ready to get your learn on, buckle up and let's get ready to rock and roll. Hey, I'm your boy, George B. Thomas, speaker, trainer, catalyst, and host of this here show, the Marketing Smarts Live show, and the Marketing Smarts podcast, found on your favorite podcast app. Today's guest clips are brought to you by AJ Wilcox, a man, a myth, a legend. AJ Wilcox is a LinkedIn ads pro who founded B2 Linked, a LinkedIn ads agency, in 2014. That was a while ago. He's managed over 150 million in spend on the LinkedIn platform. AJ is the host of the Linked Ads Show podcast and has managed 5 of the world's top 10 LinkedIn ads accounts. Now, remember, the clips of AJ Wilcox today are pulled from the full Marketing Smarts podcast episode. And if you want to listen to the full interview with AJ Wilcox and myself, make sure to tune into the Marketing Smarts podcast. Link to the entire show will be in the description below after the live show ends. Let's be honest, it's probably there now, but finish watching the live show, then go tune into the podcast while you're jogging or driving or flying or, I don't know, not taking a nap, because that would be weird. Now, in this episode, again, I'm talking with AJ Wilcox about LinkedIn ads, myths, hurdles, and strategies you B2B marketers need to know. In the first clip, I wanted to get you, the B2B marketer, the resources you need to either get going or take your B2B LinkedIn ads to the next level. So I asked AJ Wilcox what resources are out there that B2B marketers can leverage for LinkedIn ad success. Here's what he had to share with you.
Well, I have 3 resources I want to be able to share here. The first is, if you're just barely getting started in LinkedIn ads, every new channel I start out trying, I always get really tripped up by like, oh, you need access to some page, and what level of access do I need, and where do I need to get it from? So we actually put together a free checklist. It's free. It's not put in your information gated free. It's free. If you go to b2linked.com/checklist, you can download, it's a checklist of everything that you need in order to get started, plus a whole guide and walkthrough of how to do it. So resource number 1. Resource number 2, let's say you're already advertising on LinkedIn. You don't necessarily need a checklist to get started, but you want the meat. You want like the advanced stuff. We actually just very recently put together an advanced guide. It's the ultimate guide to advanced LinkedIn advertising. You can get that at b2linked.com/advanced-guide. And George, I'll make sure you've got all the links so you can put them in show notes. But the last, as we talk about tips, tricks, strategies, I'm the host of the LinkedIn Ads Show podcast, and I put everything into that show. Every tip, trick, strategy I learn, and we just released episode 100 as of the time that we're recording. So if you're up into podcasts, if you like to listen to them, go subscribe, and you'll get all this stuff pounded into your eardrums weekly.
Pounded into your eardrums weekly and free. I'm just saying that should be a new thing. Free. Well, there you go, though. Make sure you head out after the live show and grab those amazing resources that AJ was talking about. I have a question for you. Could your LinkedIn ads be better, or are you crushing it? Put the answer to that in the chat pane, or let me know on X using the hashtag MPB2B. And of course, tag me using @GeorgeB.Thomas. Now, we'll get back to AJ Wilcox and his thoughts on LinkedIn ads, myths, hurdles, strategies, and everything you as a B2B marketer need to know. But first, I have to ask, are you part of the Marketing Profs community? If not, become part of the Marketing Profs community by heading over to mprofs.com/MP today. Now, it's time for one of my favorite sections in the B2B news, where we talk about breaking B2B news or essential tips we find on the Google News tab related to you and your B2B business. This week, the title is Harnessing LinkedIn Ad Campaigns for B2B Marketing Success by Ashley Piga. Hopefully I said your last name right, Ashley. And of course, you know what I do here. I'm making it all tie together for you as the B2B marketer. LinkedIn stands tall as the champion of business-to-business advertising. Boasting a staggering 950 million plus users worldwide, this platform is about more than professional networking. It's a space for businesses looking to connect with industry leaders, decision makers, and potential clients. In this article, you can delve into harnessing LinkedIn ad campaigns where you can explore why they're crucial, share winning strategies, and understand how to create spot-on content across different stages of the sales funnel to captivate the right audience at the perfect moment. To read this article and learn more, check out the link below when the live show ends. So let's get back to AJ Wilcox and his Marketing Smarts podcast episode. In the following clip, I wanted to ask AJ what hurdles he has seen B2B marketers like you and me fall prey to. So that's exactly what I asked. And here are his thoughts on the question.
Yeah, I love this question. One thing I don't see it a whole lot now, but I saw it for lots of years before. It was when someone would test out LinkedIn, they would treat it like search campaigns, like they treated their SEO, like their paid search. And that was when someone is actively looking for what it is you do, you can send them right to a sales page, send them right to a demo. Like they're already showing that intent. But with social media, they haven't expressed interest yet. We're trying to pique their attention and catch them and start to educate them. So, rather than like, hey, let's boot up a LinkedIn ads campaign and drive all of this cold traffic to our demo request, you're going to get crickets and you're going to pay too much for those crickets. It's not a good look. A lot of times people would even do this with Facebook, but if you're paying, back in the day, it was a fraction of a cent per click. You can afford to throw away leads and traffic just to test out the platform. But on LinkedIn, when we're paying a premium, I don't think that quite makes sense.
You never want to overpay for those crickets, I tell you. But did you hear that? Are you making sure that you're not falling into the pit of extra spending and wrong social mindsets? Is it time to rethink your strategies? Do you not have that good look like AJ mentioned? I hope not. We will get back to AJ Wilcox in a few minutes, but first it's time for some dope B2B learnings from the vault of MarketingProfs articles. That's right. It's time to dig into the treasure trove of valuable information and pull out 2 pieces of gold to help you be a better B2B marketer. Article number 1 this week is LinkedIn B2B Marketing 3 Underused Ways to Engage Prospects and Customers by Melissa Koski-Carney. Listen, B2B buyers seek digital experiences at the very beginning of the purchase process when researching products. As they move through that process from research to evaluation to purchase, they prefer self-service channels or as much remote buying as possible. One way companies can connect with business customers online during the purchase process without substantial investment in their website is through LinkedIn B2B marketing campaigns. Article number 2 this week, LinkedIn Advertising Benchmarks Maximizing Your Campaign's Potential by Krista Tuttle. LinkedIn is a dynamic hub for B2B marketing leaders, enabling them to unlock access to highly targeted professional audiences. However, advertising on the platform requires a strategic approach that goes beyond ad placement. To truly excel, advertisers need to understand the platform's best practices. This article will delve into LinkedIn advertising benchmarks that hold the potential to steer your campaigns toward resounding success. Want to keep learning more? If so, check the links in the description below after the live show to get access to both fantastic MarketingProfs articles. All right, back to AJ Wilcox. Let's dive back into the conversation of LinkedIn ads, myths, hurdles, and strategies you B2B marketers need to know. In this next clip, I asked AJ, what equals LinkedIn ad success, aka LinkedIn ads nirvana? Here's what AJ wanted to share about how we can tell we are doing LinkedIn ads correctly.
I love LinkedIn ads nirvana, and here's what it looks like. It is a platform that this does take time to get working, but you have now created a demand creation and a demand generation machine. This is something that you can reliably reach cold audiences who've never heard you before, heard of you before. You walk them through the know, like, and trust process. They will respond when you show ads or ask them to hop on calls, get demos, talk to sales, and then they turn into closed customers. That is LinkedIn ads nirvana right there.
That might be a rewind point after this live show. AJ's list of power-packed blueprint, or that list that he listed off, is a power-packed blueprint for your future LinkedIn ad awesomeness. Maybe, if you document it, chase it, and achieve it. We'll get some words of wisdom from AJ Wilcox here in a few minutes, but right now it's time to turn the spotlight on you, the Marketing Profs community. Yep, time for From the hashtag MPB2B community. That's right. We searched far and wide in the hashtag MPB2B universe to find amazing information and conversations to bring to you, the masses. So first, make sure you're using the hashtag. And second, make sure you have fun and add value to the community along the way. Then we'll spotlight you or your crew on the show. This week, it's Kathleen Gaines on LinkedIn. And it goes a little something like this. Customer behaviors are changing fast. Today's customers are not happy being just a number on a balance sheet. And your marketing department is on the front line of these changes. Exclamation mark. But marketing isn't enough to make real connections with buyers. Your business has to show empathy at every level of your organization. It's a superpower for marketing, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, my words, not hers. Easier said than done. I would agree. Here are 4 steps to get you started. And of course, that's a link. You got to check the description for the link to the post, and the link in the post will take you to the article. Hashtag MPB2B, hashtag marketing, hashtag B2B, hashtag B2B marketing. But you need to check out the description and click that link to check out the post and read or learn more after the live ends. And we're almost there. Marketing Smarts viewers, I have to ask, are you going to be next to get the spotlight? Remember, community, use the hashtag MPB2B on Facebook, LinkedIn, or X and get the light shined on your awesomeness in the next episode or a future episode of the Marketing Smarts live show. Pro tip, it won't hurt if you tag me in your post as well. I'm at George B. Thomas on LinkedIn and X, and Mr. George B. Thomas on Facebook. All right, let's kick it back to AJ Wilcox and some words of wisdom. By the way, probably my favorite part of the podcast and the live show is the words of wisdom, but AJ's words of wisdom around this topic of LinkedIn ads, myths, hurdles, strategies, the things that you as a B2B marketer need to know. Here is what AJ Wilcox wanted to leave us with for today's words of wisdom.
I'll do a little grab bag here. I'll do both. So first off, with life, I have to quote the venerable Bill and Ted with "be excellent to each other." That's a great piece of advice no matter what you do and where you do it. But I think parting advice here around LinkedIn ads should not operate in a silo. In fact, no platform should. We've all, I was an SEO guy back when all the major like Penguin and other like Google updates happened. I watched businesses who were 100% reliant on organic search traffic go out of business in less than a week because all of their leads, all of their business dried up and they couldn't sustain. We absolutely every business needs diversity. And sometimes that means putting money into other platforms that you may not know or understand yet, but you've got to like put out your feelers and test. So LinkedIn, yeah, we can create a demand generation machine with LinkedIn and just like, hey, we're waiting for people to come to LinkedIn, which they don't do as often as other networks. And we nurture them over time and turn them into customers. But how much better is it if your LinkedIn can bring in exactly the right people, these are the most qualified, and then your Meta, your Google, your Twitter, your Quora, everything is retargeting that traffic wherever they go on the web. Now they're getting this big digital hug. They're being reminded constantly about your brand. You're staying top of mind. And then when they are ready to make a purchase, you're right there. I mean, even being like a LinkedIn ads fan, I still can't tell you build your entire platform around LinkedIn ads. I mean, we didn't even talk about the organic side of LinkedIn. Like outside of ads, there's so much you can do organically, but there's so much you can do on every other platform. Don't bite off more than you can chew, but definitely like you've got to be diversified.
So good. Be excellent to each other. I love that so much. No platform should live in a silo. Hashtag truth. What amazing words of wisdom. What great advice for us to pay attention to. Does your business strategy have an element of diversity? If not, will it be after this episode? I sure hope so. Have you enjoyed today's journey? Let us know. Use that hashtag MPB2B on whatever platform you're joining us on. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, time flies when you're having fun. Head to the description below. Click on the link to the full Marketing Smarts podcast with AJ Wilcox and keep on learning more about LinkedIn ads, myths, hurdles, and strategies B2B marketers like you need to know. Remember, these were just a few clips of the original Marketing Smarts podcast interview. If you got value from today's show, hit that like, and better yet, share it with a friend or coworker. Heck, share with your mom if you want to. But keep on learning more. Hit subscribe or watch additional MarketingProfs videos on your favorite social channel, or head over to our YouTube channel if you're not there yet. Or you can go tune in to the original Marketing Smarts podcast episode on your favorite podcast app, if that's the kind of thing you like to do. Don't forget to become part of the Marketing Profs community. Head over to mprofs.com/MP today. That's mprofs.com/MP today. And as always, remember to be a happy, helpful, humble B2B marketing human. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Marketing Smarts live show next week.